Hello and welcome to Miami Dolphins football here on the Samurai Radio Sports Network. I am your host, as always, Samurai Radio, here bringing you the broadcast of the Miami Dolphins going up against the New York Jets. This time, it is in Miami. You see Jakeem Grant, 21 returns, 543 yards, and a 25.8 average so far on the year. Of course, we want to see him take one back to the Kansas City Chiefs, beating the Oakland Raiders, improving to 6-1 on the season. Jets will kick the ball off to the Dolphins, and Chandler Catanzaro gets this one underway. And this one will go to the back of the end zone. Kenyon Drake there, back to return, but not able to get so. So out will come the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, and that is Ryan Tannehill. 13 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, along with a pair of yardage there, 1,788 with a 66.8 completion percentage there for Tannehill. He's got a stout offensive line with Tunsil Aziata, Whitehair Yanda, and Conklin, as well as Devontae Parker, Kenyon Drake, Tevin Coleman, Julius Thomas, and Jarvis Landry. Look at this Jets defense. No matter what happens, the Jets defense is always pretty good. You got Sheldon Richardson there, as well as two great defensive linemen. And then you have Marcus Williams, Jamal Adams, Darrell Revis, and Morris Claiborne. The unactives are the J.J. Koamis, who's out for the year, Ted Larson, and Devon Godchow. So we will see Tevin Coleman start for the first time today in a Miami Dolphins uniform. The handoff will go to Coleman. He's going to hand up the middle, and he'll get to the 30-yard line. A nice little gain there by Tevin Coleman. Now, once again, Tannehill drawing back to pass. He's looking, scrambling, going to try to find someone. He won't be able to. It's a nice block. Gets to the outside, and Tannehill rushes for 15 yards, showing off those legs. Another thing I'd like to mention to you guys, the Miami Dolphins traded for running back, now wide receiver, Christian McCaffrey, in exchange for Kenny Stills to the Carolina Panthers. And this one is picked off. That one is going to the house. Oh, no. Christian Jones gets tackled at the 30. That one looked like it was going yard, but now we will see Josh McCown and Matt Forte in this Jets offense, which isn't horrible so far this year. They just haven't been able to get anything going. McCown drawing back to pass, has some time, but can't find anyone open. And that one is Ndamukong Suh. Always going to get that sack. 2nd and 18 at the 38-yard line. Actually, that was Vincent Taylor, I think, on that sack. Then this one, a nice tackle by Charles Harris, who is active today after being inactive for a couple weeks there. Make sure you guys follow the Samurai Radio Twitter at Samurai Radio, SAMURAII Radio. Josh McCown dropping back to pass on a 3rd and 16. Has some time. He's looking, fires this one deep, and that one will go out of bounds. Looked like McCown could have had someone. Instead, it'll be a 4th and 16 field goal try. McCown just barely overthrowing his receiver there. So Chandler Catanzaro coming on from a kick. It looks like the kick will be about at the 43, and that one is hooked wide right and off the pole. So it'll be Dolphins ball as Catanzaro can't capitalize. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Tannehill has Coleman in his backfield, and he's going to drop back to pass. Looking, fires one off to Coleman on the flat, and Tevin Coleman gets down to the 48 after being tackled by Sheldon Richardson. A nice job by Tannehill. Gets the check down, gets the yards. Now we have a 2nd and 1. 5 wide receiver set. You have Tyrell Williams, who was also traded for the Miami Dolphins, who fumbles on his first catch. Tyrell Williams gets his first catch and first opportunity as a Dolphin, and he fumbles. Tyrell Williams was acquired by the Miami Dolphins in a 3rd-round pick trade for the Los Angeles Chargers, and Tyrell Williams gets the first down and fumbles. The Jets have another opportunity here. 1st and 10. Josh McCown, John Metz pass, unloads this one off to our Darius Stewart, who's had a pretty good season so far this year. I'm sure Jets fans, you guys want to see more out of him, though. 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line. Suh and Taylor in there as long as Cameron Wake, and Matt Forte's got a huge run. Matt Forte, the 10, the 5, no one's going to catch him. That one is a touchdown. The rookie Tedrick Thompson not able to make the play there, and the Jets this time capitalize off the turnover. Chandler Catanzaro, kick is up, hold from Kaepernick is good, and that one will make it a 7-0 game, a 3-play 48-yard drive for the New York Jets. They could be up 14-0 right now, even 10-0, which would be even worse for the Dolphins. The Dolphins got to tighten up on the turnovers. Tannehill now drawing back to pass once again. He's looking, fires this one on the slant. Devontae Parker And Parker gets to the 31-yard line, and that's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Miami Dolphins. So 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line for Tannehill and the Dolphins. Looks like there's going to be a blitz off that left side there. Tannehill picks it up nicely. He's dropping back to pass. He looks, fires the one. That's Julius Thomas. Want to get the tight end involved all the time. And 1st and 10, Tannehill dropping back to pass. He's looking, fires that one. Thomas again, and a nice catch there. So Julius Thomas getting some plays here. We want to see him involved a lot more. We need that tight end presence. That's what he was brought on for. He's got 4 touchdowns on the year already. We want to see him get a 5th. 1st and 10, Tannehill dropping back to pass. Nice pickup there. Gets it off to Christian McCaffrey for his first gain, and he's still going. That's a 1st down for the rookie McCaffrey. They took him out of the backfield. They wanted to use him as a slot receiver, and McCaffrey was open to it. Tannehill dropping back to pass. He's looking. Can't find. He's on the run, and Tannehill's going to score. Ryan Tannehill scores a touchdown. His first rushing touchdown on the day. Maybe he can get a 2nd. That would be pretty. That would be something, wouldn't it? Andrew Franks on for the extra point. The hold by Brad Kaya, and the kick is up, and it is good. Great job there by Kaya, able to get it in. Or, excuse me, great hold by Kaya. Great kick by Franks. But a good job by Tannehill, able to rush that one in. And McCown hands it off this time, and Ndamukong Suh's not going to be able to get there, but he gets a stop a little bit. And McMillan is able to get the ball to stop at the 27-yard line. After an incomplete pass, you got Ardarius Stewart in the slot, 3rd and 7 at the 27-yard line. McCown has 14 in his backfield. He's going to go out onto the flat. McCown steps up, throws, and that's a great pass. I believe that one, is that Roddy White? I think that might be Roddy White there on the catch. And Cordea Tankersley with the tackle. Counter play, and it's going to be a play action. Makiko Alonso all on that. Sacks McCown. And Alonso's been having a great year so far. A little bit faulty in coverage, but he's been able to get to the quarterback. McCown now once again dropping back to pass, and Charles Harris gets his first sack since being out. This one was crazy because Charles Harris had 4 sacks, 4.5 sacks before getting into the injury he had. And we'll get back to that when we get after this break. End of the first quarter, 7-7, tie game. We bring you back to Miami Dolphins football here on the Samurai Radio Sports Network. As always, we are brought to you and sponsored by Miami's finest podcast, which is Trigger 305. Miami's finest broadcast, bringing you the realest opinions in all of South Florida. Now, to get to that talk there, he had 4.5 sacks and was leading the league before getting injured, so he gets a sack there. Nice job by Harris. Tannehill dropping back to pass, unloads that one to Jarvis Landry. Landry, a guy who got a contract extension but hasn't been involved in the passing game as much as we would like. It's really been the Devontae Parker show this year. And Tannehill dropping back to pass again, steps up. Nice throw there to Christian McCaffrey. Great step up and throw there by Ryan Tannehill. That's what we want to see out of him. That one pick is bad, but he's improved his game a lot this season, like what I'm seeing. Dropping back to pass once again. Tannehill is looking on the run, sets his feet, throws it. That's to Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry at the 5 and dives, and they'll call him down at the 1. I don't know about that one. That one looked like the ball crossed the pylon, and I don't know why there isn't a challenge, but 1st and 10. That one's to Julius Thomas, and if it's a catch and the play stands, it'll be the first touchdown of the game for the Dolphins passing-wise, but that's going to be a holding on Isaac Asiata. So Julius Thomas, 5th touchdown, no more. 2nd and goal. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, by the way. And Tannehill driving back to pass again. Looks, finds Julius Thomas, and that one. We'll go for Julius Thomas, 5th touchdown on the year. I like to say we want to see him more, but he is that red zone presence that the Dolphins have always needed. Andrew Franks on for the extra point to make it a 14-7 game. To kick, the hold, everything, as always, is good. The 0-6 Chicago Bears leading the Carolina Panthers. And ignore what you see on the bottom there about Christian McCaffrey. That is a Madden glitch. 1st and 10 to 36. Handoff is going to go to Forte, and Kiko Alonso able to get the stuff. Kiko Alonso's a man on a mission, man. He has been absolutely lights out for the Dolphins tackling-wise, but not in pass coverage. 2nd and 14. Once again, going to be a draw. And oh my God, Ndamukong Suh. Man, Suh might be aging, but he is just electric. I mean, what he can do is insane. 3rd and 18 and 29. McCown. Drawing back to pass once again. Looking, and this time, he's going to get sacked once again by Charles Harris. Charles Harris is a man on the mission, man. He has been absolutely lights out for the Dolphins. I mean, Andre Branch has barely seen the field. This has been insane out of Charles Harris. Play action to Tevin Coleman on 2nd and 4. Tannehill unloads, and that one's going to be picked off. That's by Marcus Williams. It looked like he was trying to get to McCaffrey, but it looked like McCaffrey was trying to get down before the ball got there. I don't know. 3rd and 2 at the 3 after the Tannehill pick and a couple plays. McCown drop back pass, looks, fires, and that one's to our Darius score. That'll go for a GETS Jets touchdown. Catanzaro on to hold and kick, and good. 1st and 10 at the 36. Arizona is leading the Los Angeles Rams. Goff has an interception on the day. Gurley with 5 attempts, 35 yards. Sammy Watkins, 2 receptions, 21 yards. Tannehill driving back to pass. He's looking. Cornerback blitz off the left side, and he had a man open. It looked like that was Julius Thomas. Don't know why he didn't throw. 2nd and 18 at the 28. Tannehill's got Fasano and Coleman in the backfield. Looks like he's going to make an adjustment there on the play, and Tannehill driving back to pass. He's looking, and gets sacked, and it's fumbled. Oh, man. Isaac Asiata picks it up, but it looked like Tannehill was trying to get Jarvis Landry, who would have been wide open down the middle if he led him correctly. Play action, 3rd and 20. Tannehill drawing back to pass. He's looking, fires that one to Christian McCaffrey, and he drops it. And that drop will unfortunately lead us to halftime. The score is 14-14 here in Miami. The Dolphins looking to try to improve and do better. We got to do better, but we shall see. I will see you guys after the halftime show. Enjoy. We bring you back to Miami Dolphins football here on the Samurai Sports Network. Andrew Frank's off to get this game started again, and he does. Our Darius Stewart back to return along with Bilal Powell, and Stewart's going to get this to the 20-25. They'll mark him probably at the 25 on the will. So some quick halftime adjustments the Dolphins need to make. Need to keep the ball in their hands. 2 fumbles and 2 picks. One of the fumbles was recovered. But they got to keep the ball in the hands, got to keep it off the ground. They got to make sure that they can make plays, and that's what they're not doing right now. The Jets team is not a great one. It is a good one. Not a great one. We shouldn't be tied. And McCown throws this one, and just as I say that to Ladarius Green, that was the rookie Jabril Peppers on the coverage. And this Dolphins defense, they've been playing okay. We'd like to see them play a little bit better, but they have been playing okay. 1st and 10 at the 49 now for the Jets. McCown's got 2 backs in the backfield, and he'll play action to Matt Forte. Drop back to pass, unloads, fires deep, and that one is to Vincent Jackson, and Jackson gets down to the 17-yard line. So it's going to be a first down and 10 at the 17. And McCown, drop back to pass, looks, He's got all the time in the world, and McCown will get sacked, and that one is Charles Harris again. Charles Harris gets his 3rd sack of the day after coming off of an injury. That is insane. He gets activated last week, only gets a tackle, didn't play much, back to full strength today, and he has 3 sacks and a tackle for loss. I mean, it took him a while to get off of his block, but still, 3 sacks. And look at coverage downfield by the Dolphins. I mean, McCown had all the time in the world, but couldn't find an open man. That is great job by the Dolphins linebackers and DBs. 2nd and 15 at the 23-yard line. This one's going to be a handoff to Forte. Forte's got room at the middle, but he'll get stopped. That one was Tedrick Thompson, and Thompson going to probably be out of a starting job pretty soon here, as TJ McDonald's suspension is going to be up in 2 weeks. 3rd and 11 at the 18-yard line for McCown and the Jets. And this one, Matt Forte gets brought down by Vincent Taylor. It looked like Raekwon McMillan almost got there but was unable to. So 4th and 7 at the 14-yard line. Looking interesting here. Looking interesting. Looks like the Jets will take the lead on this field goal, though. Canzaro's kick is up. And good. So the Jets will lead now 17-14. Dolphins need to make a play and need to make a play soon if they want to win this game. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Tannehill with Coleman in the backfield. 3 seconds left to hike. Tannehill dropping back to pass. Not going to go with the run here. And he unloads. That was to Christian McCaffrey. And McCaffrey takes 3 men to bring him down. There's an injury on the field. See what this one. Oh, my God. Ryan Tannehill is holding his back, and he is down in pain. We saw him get injured last year at Hard Rock, and now he's injured again. He's standing on the sidelines with his helmet on, but I don't know if that's a good sign, as we know. So in comes Brad Kaya. Brad Kaya, the rookie, is going to have to lead this team. He hands it off to Tevin Coleman. It's got some holes, though. Coleman breaks off a tackle and needs 2 men to take him down. So I guess I'll try to get the run game going, as Adam Gase can't really open up the offense for Kaya. So it's a 1st and 10 to 29. And they hand it off once again to Coleman. This time, not going to get anywhere. That's Demario Davis making his 2nd round with the Jets. Christian Jones. Injury update. Ryan Tannehill is out with a broken collarbone. And that one, first completion of the career of Brad Kaya. 13-yard completion to Julius Thomas. Nice job there. Thomas, 7 receptions, 79 yards and a touchdown today. 1st and goal at the 1, and we'll get to that Tannehill injury in a second. Hand off to Coleman, and he's going to find a hole and get into the end zone. So Ryan Tannehill is injured with a broken collarbone. That one is usually about a 6 to 8 week recovery. So the Dolphins could be without a starting quarterback for a while. Kaya goes, holds, kick, good. 9 plays, 79 yards. Now it's a 1st and 10 at the 35, a minute 48 left in the 3rd. See what the Dolphins can do here. It's going to be a handoff to Forte. Forte's got some room to run, makes a man miss. Forte's got blockers. 10, 5, and Tedrick Thompson gets the tackle, but not in time. That is a 2nd Forte touchdown. The Dolphins are going to be down 24 to 21. Kick up good. This one's not looking too bright for the Miami Dolphins right now. Without their starting quarterback and down by 3 going into the 4th quarter, basically. Kaya drawing back to pass, looks, fires that one to Christian McCaffrey. And McCaffrey doesn't get tackled down. McCaffrey's at the 20, 15, 10, 5 touchdown. Miami Dolphins. Just as we're talking about a rookie quarterback, Kaya throws his 1st career touchdown. And you see Big O talking about the touchdown there. You see the Dolphins talking about it. Kaya to McCaffrey for 6. And you see Josh Houts. Kaya just made a money throw for his 1st career touchdown. That is 1 play, 72 yards. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line now for the New York Jets. McCown dropping back to pass, throws. And he has Austin Seferian-Jenkins at the 10, the 5, and Seferian-Jenkins, oh my God, he scores. 38-yard touchdown. It seems like whenever the Dolphins score, the Jets respond. 1st and goal at the 1 for the Dolphins. Hand off to Tevin Coleman, and Coleman running to the outside after the middle wasn't open, and he scores. Man, losing my breath here, talking about touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. The Dolphins take the lead. 35-31, Dolphins ball with Kaya as the Jets had to punt it away. Kaya drawing back to pass, 3rd and 10. He's looking. Kaya fires, and that one's picked off once again by Marcus Williams. And this puts the Dolphins in a horrible position. Kaya should have just thrown that ball away. And Kaepernick comes in for an injured Josh McCown. Kaepernick hands the ball off to Bilal Powell, and Powell is going to be able to get away from Vincent Taylor. And Dolphins are down 38-35. They couldn't score. Gave the ball back to the Jets. Bilal Powell going to make a man miss, then going to get tackled down at the 33. Dolphins take their first timeout. 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining on the clock. 2nd and 8 for the Jets. Kaepernick going to hand it off. Oh, no, play action. Kaepernick looking and gets hit and sacked hard. That by Ndamukong Suh. Dolphins take their 2nd timeout, and it's a 3rd and 17. Looks like if they can get a stop here, they should get the ball back. And if I'm the Jets, I'm just trying to run to get in field goal range. But Kaepernick will drop back to pass. He's looking. Kaepernick has a man open in the flat. That's Bilal Powell. No one can get to him. That was Lawrence Timmons on coverage. The veteran should have known what was going to happen. They end the game, and the Dolphins lose 2 weeks in a row. But this time they lose to the New York Jets. And the biggest question mark on everyone's mind isn't the loss against the Jets, isn't about where we go from here, isn't about how we adjust the offensive defensive game plan. I know the question on your mind and your minds and mine, what is up with Ryan Tannehill? I know he has a broken collarbone, but how long will he be out? Will we know tomorrow, today, 2 weeks from now, a week from now? How long will Tannehill be out? I'm sure they'll get an MRI tonight and go from there. But I'm worried. I need Tannehill to be here. I mean, I'm fine with Kaya, but this is a championship winning potential squad. And Tannehill is the ice on the cake the way he's been playing. And they got a new weapon in Christian McCaffrey, who can catch. If they need to put him in the backfield, he can run. This is something that's going to be very worrying and troubling to me. And I'm hoping that Tannehill's only out for a little bit of time. But you see the Dolphins. We have traded Kiko Alonso to the Seattle Seahawks for a 1st round pick. So bye-bye, Kiko. They put hashtag thank you, Kiko. That one. On the eve of the trade. Not looking too great, man. Kiko Alonso will be gone then next, at least for the next game. And it says, we have placed quarterback Ryan Tannehill on IR with the ability to return. Get well soon, Ryan. So Ryan Tannehill will be on injured reserve. Probably going to be a 6-week type of recovery. And Adam Gase on Brad Kaya. Kaya will be the starter next week against the Ravens. He has the tools to win. So, good. I mean, Adam Gase is endorsing it. And then here we're going to get more from Adam Gase on Kaya, saying losing Ryan is huge. He's a big part of the offense and should be back in 6 to 8 weeks. Man, that is a huge hit to the Miami Dolphins there. I mean, that's awful. And then we're going to get, I think we have traded defensive end Andre Branch, wide receiver Chad Williams, and a 2018 1st round pick via Seattle to the Browns for Jamie Collins Sr. Damn.